We're talking about elimination in lesson 15, and we're going to look at example 15.1. We're just going to look at one example for this lesson because I think you should get it from this one. Just so you know, I forgot to mention this in substitution. This bracket right here, what this means is that the x and y values are the same. If this x is 2, then we know this x would be 2. And same thing for the y. So what this bracket means is that the x values in the top and bottom equation have the same value. So previously we did substitution with this. Now we're going to do elimination. What elimination is, we can imagine that, alright, well, we can imagine these being on top of each other and being like their own little problem. What that means is 3x minus 2x, that would equal x. Well, what we want to do in elimination is multiply the top and the bottom, or maybe just one or the other, in order to get the number attached to the x or the number attached to the y to be the opposite. For example, we want an instance of something like 3x and a negative 3x. Because when we add those together, they cross out. They eliminate. That is elimination. Right now we have a 3x and a negative 2x. Those do not eliminate. 2y and 3y, those do not eliminate. And obviously they're not opposites. These are examples of opposites. So what we want to do is manipulate this equation. And what I'm going to do is, what's the least common multiple of 3 and 2? Well, the least common multiple, you can always find it by multiplying them together. Or that's not always the least common multiple, but you can always find the common one by multiplying them together and get 6. 3 times 2 is 6. So what do I need to multiply the 3 by to get 6, and what do I need to multiply the negative 2 or the 2 by to get 6? Well, I'm going to multiply the top by 2 and the bottom by 3. Now I am distributing that to all three numbers here. So when I multiply by 2, it's 2 times 3x, that is 6x, 2 times 2y, that's 4y, 2 times 23, 46. So basically we've simply doubled the top, but it's the same thing. Then we multiply 3 to everything on the bottom. 3 times negative 2x is negative 6x. Notice these are opposites, so we'll be able to cancel those. 3 times 3y is positive 9y times 2, 6. So now we are at this point. We've multiplied the top equation, gotten to this point, turning into a little vertical math problem here. 6x, negative 6x, cancel. 4y plus 9y is 13y. 46 plus 6 equals 52. And now we can solve for y. When we divide by 13, we get 4. Y equals 4. And when you solve for these, you do need to find x and y. So all you have to do here is plug in the y equals 4 to any y value. You can go here, here. You could even go here or here. I'm going to stay with the top one because smaller numbers. Yeah, sure. I'll go right here. So I'm going to turn it into 3x plus 2 times 4 equals 23. So I moved that there and plugged in the 4 for the y. And then you solve. 3x plus 8 equals 23. Subtract the 8. 15 equals 3x. Divide by 3. X equals 5. And remember, we write our answer like so in that coordinate form. 5, 4 would be our answer. And that is how you do elimination.